Alright, this is how we're going to add a practice test to a topic. So we're going to go in through the topic view again. I'm going to add it to the Chinese Learning Experience 3 because I was practicing with Learning Experiences 1 and 2. So go into the topic, and then we're going to edit topic. And the first thing we need to do is go under settings and re-enable informal. I know we shut it off originally, but we're going to add a practice test, or also known as an informal test. And so now make sure we save each time that we make a change or an adjustment here. We'll go back in here real quick. Just want to check something. Good. Okay, and so we're going to go back into edit topic here, and then we want to go to assessment settings and be on informal. And what I've done is I've taken a screenshot of the setup from another learning plan, and I'm just going to duplicate that. So let me switch over to that screenshot and take a look. So it's yes, no, no in the first set of boxes, which is what we have, and show percentage of score is no, and the score should be 80. And the next one is the check your knowledge button section, which says we want to put the label of practice test and then yes, no. So we'll put practice test here. And what was that again? Yes and no. So it should be yes and no. And then the next thing we want, passing questions one by one, and those settings should be yes, 1, 0, yes, 1 and 0, and the last two are no and no. And once that's done, we'll go ahead and click save. Okay, and then we're going to go to the topic editor next. We're going to drop down under view. We're going to choose informal assessment this time. And we don't have to re-enter all the questions because they're already here. We just have to copy them over, but we just need to make one adjustment to it after we copy them over. So let me just reduce my screen here because it's a little easier to move them around. So all we're going to do, oh, I forgot to do one step here. Sorry, we need to go back into this. Let's go back to topic structure. We need to add a chapter to this. We'll call it practice tests. Actually, it should be called M1 Lex 3 practice test dash Chinese. Click the plus sign, and then we just want to move this up here underneath additional resources, and so it'll be above learning check and below additional resources. Make sure you click save again after each and every change. So that's all set. Now we can go into the informal assessment, and we're just going to move some of these questions over here under practice test. So we're going to drop all 5 of these. Now this is an important step right here. You're going to need to go in and edit these questions individually, and we're going to make one small edit to each one, but before you do that you have to click save. If you go in and edit and then try and save it after the fact, it won't save it there. So let's zoom back in a little bit here, and I'll show you what has to be edited. So we'll go here, and all we're going to do is change point values to 20 on this one because we're not going to use a formula for adding on a practice test. And we'll do the same here. And again here. And again here. Just 2 more times. And so that should be all set. So now let's make sure again that we save. And we'll go back into the topic and see if our practice test button now shows up. And it does. It's this blue button here. We'll go ahead and take the practice test. And it doesn't matter if you get these right or wrong. Just go ahead and pick any answer, because all we want to know is whether or not it shows us the results at the end. And there it goes, and so it tells me now, so it should show me the question and tell me that my question was either incorrect or correct, and it does. Click back to topic, and then that is it. That's how we set up a practice test.